Hey guys, it's Andrew from Cardinal Kia. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your smart cruise control with stop and go in the brand new 2022 Kia EV6. I have in front of me here a long-range all-wheel drive GT Line 2 package in Snow White Pearl. Let's get started. Okay, so to start us off, I wanted to show you where the radar sensor is on the EV6. It's right under the license plate there. So the radar sensor is used for your forward collision avoidance assist with junction turning, as well as your smart cruise control with stop and go. So if that sensor were to get blocked, especially in the wintertime driving, by snow or even by bugs in the summer, whatever it is, all you have to do is just clean that sensor off and restart the car, because it will tell you those features are temporarily disabled if that gets too gunked up. So now we'll head inside and we'll go through our steps for the smart cruise. Okay, so now that we're in the car, our cruise buttons on the EV6 are all on the left side of the steering wheel here. In our other Kia models, they're on the right side, so muscle memory will tell you to go to the right, but in this case, it's all on the left and the far left here. So the top left button is our cruise button or our mode button. So when we push that, it's going to pop up at the top of the screen to tell you that the cruise is on, and it's going to set the speed for you at that same time based on how fast you were going when you turned it on. I'll have a little video in the corner to give you an example. Then we have our silver button here with the plus and the minus. So while the speed is on and set, you can then increase or decrease the speed on the fly. And again, it will tell you at the top of the instrument panel to confirm with you what speed you're going for your cruise. If you needed to temporarily disable it, you either tap the brake pedal or you can push that silver button in where it's kind of like a pause there, and that will temporarily disable it and you're back in control. When you're ready to take over again and you haven't turned cruise off, you push the silver button in and then it will resume the speed you had originally set. The button that's at the bottom here, this one you can press to change the distance on the fly between you and the car ahead of you. You can keep pushing it and it's going to cycle through 4 different levels. On the instrument panel, it's going to have a little animation right in front of the car and at the top of the screen to let you know what level or how far away you are from the car ahead of you. So let's say, for example, you set your cruise to 110 kilometers an hour and you're approaching a vehicle going much slower than you on the highway. Your vehicle will then naturally slow itself down after it's detected that vehicle to maintain a safe distance that's predetermined by your setting. When, if you happen to that car happened to move away from in front of you, your car will then bring itself back up to speed as long as there's nobody in front of that car. If you put your turn signal on, you go around them and change lanes, again, as long as nobody's there, your car will bring itself back up to the speed that you had originally set. If you happen to hit stop and go traffic, so this is like the advanced smart cruise control, so the car will bring you to a complete stop if need be in stop and go traffic. Not emergency stopping, but just naturally slowing itself down to a stop if it has to. If you happen to be stopped for any more than about 3 to 5 seconds, you might just have to tap the accelerator pedal just to get moving again, and your car will then bring you up to speed, you know, based on what's going on around you with traffic and whatnot. So when you're all done with it, you can go ahead and push the cruise button and it's going to turn itself off until you're ready to use it the next time. While I was editing, I forgot to mention this one thing. In the 12.3-inch infotainment screen, if we were to enter into setup and go to vehicle, under driver assistance there, you'll see the smart cruise control. I'm going to touch that. And then you can now do the smart cruise based on the drive mode. So with the drive mode, if you happen to be in sport mode, for example, the car will then generally pick up back to the speed that you had originally set. If somebody were to say move out of your way, a little faster than as if you were in normal or eco mode, because you happen to be in the sport mode, the vehicle is going to be a little more aggressive. Now under here, we have based on driving style. So it automatically adjusts the smart cruise control system settings based on driving style. When you go into driving style settings, it's going to say, it shows the learned settings based on your driving style, and these settings can be changed manually. So it's kind of learning your smart cruise settings as you're driving, and you can go in and adjust these. So right now, it's you can adjust between the distance, the acceleration, and the reaction speed. Before, you just were able to change the speed from normal to either fast or slower. But now, For distance, we can set to have the vehicle, you know, closer to the vehicle ahead of you, or you can have it further away if you just in general don't want to be close to that vehicle. You can then change how fast you want the vehicle to accelerate back up to that speed afterwards, and you can change the reaction speed, being how slow or quick you want it to react when you're approaching a vehicle ahead of you. So you can adjust these manually as you want to, and it's also kind of learning them as you go, and using smart cruise control more often. So it's up to you whether you want to have, just the based on the driving mode, or you can have it based on the driving style, your personal preference. I just wanted to add that before I end the video. And that's how you do it. Thanks for watching, guys.